potential of adding the European dimension to many of these policies is that 2 + 2 could equal 5 or more. It's the value added of the European dimension that in many cases just missing.
The question for Europe is, how does it get 2 + 2 to equal 5 or more? And it really is the investment in innovation, completing the single market that it must do, and looking at basically how it can encourage a skilled and growing workforce.
Our message is that it should maintain very high on the agenda to keep a competitive manufacturing industry in Europe, because it will fuel economic recovery, but it will also fuel the services industry.
Europe has to face the fact that it is an immigration continent, not just an immigration country or collection of countries, but a continent of immigration. And that immigration is going to be the key to success for Europe's prosperity in the future.
We need to get going with the Doha Agreement, and we need to finalize this by the end of 2011.
The share of technology-intensive imports from China is now higher than the share of technology imports within the EU itself. China is not just sending cheap goods to Europe. It is increasingly moving up the chain and sending high research-intensive and technology-intensive goods to Europe. That will be challenging for European companies here.
I think it's very important that Europe focuses on innovation, focuses on research and development, and that we communicate a lot about this.
What Europe actually needs in a bloc which faces collapsing age dependency ratios, where there is significant micro and macroeconomic reform to be undertaken, inflexibility still in labour markets, that it's absolutely essential that Europe will need good, strong political leadership.
We are working very hard in the United States government to find areas where we can partner with Europe on the innovation agenda. We've gotten some great advice and input from AmCham, came up with I think it was a 10-point innovation strategy, which we have taken on board. Much of those ideas have been incorporated.
We don't have a federal economic government. We have 27 member states in the Union, or 17 in the euro area, and it always takes quite a few batteries of cell phones or quite some footwork in order to get together decisions at the level of the whole Union.